The doctors told my family I was gone for 4 minutes and 12 seconds. What they never told them, what I never told anyone, is that I remember every single one of those seconds. It did not feel like sleep. It did not feel like darkness. It felt like a door I had always been standing in front of, one I had never noticed, swinging open, without my permission. On the other side, there was no light, no tunnel, no waiting relatives with warm smiles. There was something I can only describe as a room, though it had no walls I could see. It had no ceiling. It simply had edges, the way a thought has edges, not physical, but somehow bounded. And in that room, something was already there. I could not see it directly. Every time I turned toward it, it existed just outside where my attention landed, like a word you know perfectly well until someone asks you to define it. But I felt it studying me the way you feel someone reading over your shoulder. Then it spoke, not with sound, with something that arrived already formed inside my understanding. The way you sometimes wake up already knowing you had a dream without remembering falling asleep. It said, "You were not supposed to see this yet." I did not feel afraid. That is the part that still unsettles me most, lying awake at 3 a.m, turning it over. I felt recognized. I felt like a file that had been opened by the wrong program. Then the room, if it was a room, began to do something. It began to load. That is the only word that fits, and I hate that it fits, because of what it implies. The edges sharpened, details filled in around me the way a photograph develops in a dark room, emerging from nothing into something, slow and irreversible. And just before I was pulled back, just before the cold ceiling of a hospital room replaced whatever sky that place had, I saw something on the wall that had not existed a moment before. Numbers. A long sequence of them, perfectly uniform, perfectly evenly spaced, not carved, not written, just present, the way the number 3 is present when you think about it. I woke up screaming. The nurses said that was normal, trauma response, they called it. But here's the thing I have never said out loud until now. When I came home, 3 weeks later, I walked past my daughter's room and stopped. She had been doing a school project. On her desk, printed from some astronomy website, was an image of deep space, a radio signal pattern astronomers had flagged as anomalous in 1977 and never explained. The numbers along the bottom of the signal readout were the same sequence I had seen on that wall. I stood in the hallway for a long time. I am still not entirely sure I came back alone. And some nights when the house is quiet and something feels slightly off in a way I cannot name, I wonder whether the thing that said I was not supposed to see this yet is still waiting, whether it is patient, whether time, from wherever it exists, looks very different than it does from here.